Before you even blink, this was already meant for you. The moment your name was whispered in heaven, a shift happened, something divine, something secret. You didn't ask for this message, but someone from the angelic realm begged for you to receive it. And now it's in your hands. Don't you feel it? That little pull in your chest? That's not your imagination. That's Archangel Michael, and he's been waiting. Michael says 45 minutes left. It's only for you. Don't tell anyone. Angels have taken your name to move you from your house tonight. That's not a metaphor, not a story, not a coincidence. Heaven doesn't waste its breath. They never say things by accident. And when Archangel Michael speaks, he speaks for God. If you're reading this, it's because heaven saw what happened in your heart recently. The tears you didn't tell anyone about. The decision you almost made alone in the dark. The thought that maybe you weren't meant to stay in the place you're in. Maybe there's something higher, something bigger, something waiting. And beloved, there is, but you won't reach it if you skip this. Archangel Michael was crying earlier. Yes, even angels cry. He cried because it took so long for you to get here. So many signs were sent and you still kept walking past them. But he's not angry. No, he's relieved because you're finally here. And before I tell you what's coming tonight, you need to do one thing. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel right now. Not for me, for you. Because this is the only way heaven will be able to reach you again. When the next sign arrives, it'll be through here. So if you missed this moment, you might miss the miracle. Subscribe now before the angels stop watching. Now breathe, because what I'm about to tell you will change the way you see everything. Tonight, the house you're in will become a crossing point. You weren't meant to know this until the last minute. That's why it says 45 minutes left. That's why the air feels different today. That's why your energy keeps shifting and why nothing feels right. You've been getting dreams, symbols, déjà vu. That's not random. That's God preparing you. An angel was assigned to watch your home last night. They stood outside while you slept. You didn't know, but they were there, silent, holding a scroll. And that scroll had your name on it. Not everyone gets chosen. Not everyone gets moved. But your spirit carries something sacred. And because of that, you're not meant to stay in a place that was secretly cursed behind your back. Yes, cursed. There are energies around you that you didn't invite in, but they came anyway. Jealous eyes, hidden intentions, whispers behind your name, and it's been delaying your blessings, your money, your relationships, even your health. Heaven waited to see if you'd figure it out. But now time is up. And so Archangel Michael stepped in. He made a command to remove you, not from your home, but from the spiritual trap that was set inside it. Tonight, between 2:40 a.m. and 3:33 a.m., something will happen. You won't understand it right away, but your name is being read aloud by angels. You'll feel pressure on your forehead. Your heart might race. You may even hear a voice or a bell. That's not fear. That's the spiritual relocation beginning. Michael says, don't resist. Don't speak about this to anyone. Let them believe nothing is happening. But you must open your eyes. You are being moved. There's a suitcase you've packed in your mind. Not physical, but emotional. It's full of regrets, unspoken pain, forgotten dreams. The angels saw it and they knew you were ready to leave the old behind. You're not just moving houses, you're moving dimensions. You were never supposed to live this small. You weren't created to suffer in silence. You've been surrounded by people who pretend to love you but only love the idea of controlling you. But God is tired. God is tired of seeing you cry into pillows at 2:00 a.m. And heaven has decided no more delay. 45 minutes. That's all the time you have left to accept this shift before it begins. That's why Archangel Michael ordered this to reach you now, not later, not tomorrow, now. And if you're still doubting, let me ask you, haven't you felt it, that strange sense of urgency lately? The feeling that something's about to happen but you can't explain it. That's not a feeling, that's prophecy, and you are part of it. Let me say this clearly, tonight the shift is not just in your house, it is in you. The angels are not just preparing your space, they are preparing your spirit. You were placed in a life that doesn't match your divine assignment. And for too long, you've been adjusting yourself to fit into places where your wings couldn't even stretch. Michael says, enough. No more bending, no more breaking, no more shrinking to keep others comfortable. Heaven is giving you a new assignment, but to receive it, you must let go of what has been draining you silently. You've been feeling heavy, haven't you, like you're carrying someone else's pain on your back. You've been holding on to people who don't pray for you but only stay to watch your pain unfold. But the angels see it all, and they've already begun removing what you couldn't. Don't try to go back. Don't try to hold on. What's about to leave your life was never meant to stay forever. This is the sacred separation that comes before elevation. There's a reason you've felt like you don't belong lately. It's because heaven has started detaching you from anything that was keeping you grounded in the wrong reality. There are people whose names are about to vanish from your story. Don't panic. That is protection. That is prophecy. That is love. Michael begged for this message to reach you. He said, Father, they don't understand how urgent this is. They'll scroll past it again. Please give me permission to shake the heavens and make sure they see it. And heaven agreed. So now here you are with 45 minutes left before the shift becomes unstoppable. And I have to tell you something important. You are not crazy. You are not lost. You are not being punished. You are being called. And this calling is loud, so loud it's shaking timelines. It's shifting doors that were once shut in your face. Tonight, a spiritual vehicle is being sent to your location. It's not physical. You won't see wheels, but it's real. You'll feel it in your sleep or right as you start to drift. A strange, glowing peace. That's not a dream, that's your departure. Michael says you will be moved before the ones trying to harm you even realize you're gone. Let them wonder. Let them whisper. Let them think you've lost your mind. Because while they are gossiping, God is relocating you. But you must be careful. There's something else Michael warned about. Someone around you is pretending they don't know what's happening, but they do. They've felt the shift. They've seen the signs, and now they are trying to speak doubt into your mind. Please, beloved, don't listen. The enemy always sends confusion before clarity, but Michael is stronger. He's already guarding your name with divine fire. If your heart is racing, that's because your spirit is waking up. You're not meant to stay stuck in that environment. You're not meant to fight battles alone anymore. Angels have taken an oath to walk you into a new reality where peace is no longer something you chase. It's something you become. I'm going to say this slowly. The place you live right now is no longer your home in the spirit. Your soul has outgrown it. Your light is too big for that corner of the world, and heaven refuses to watch you suffocate another day. Michael whispered, "If they don't open this now, the moment might pass, and they will cry without knowing why." That's why this message is urgent. That's why it says 45 minutes left. That's why your eyes were led here at this exact moment. You didn't click this randomly. You were led, pulled, divinely ambushed by love. Because if heaven waited one more hour, it would be too late. Right now, angels are circling your name. Your name is glowing in the divine realm. And tonight, your feet may not leave your house physically, but spiritually, you will step into a new address. And once you cross over, nothing from your past will be allowed to follow you. Not that betrayal, not that shame, not that fear. Michael says, "My sword is drawn, and I will not allow what broke them to follow them into the blessing." So hold still and listen closely, because the angel standing by your bed tonight carries three things: a key, a scroll, and a warning. The key is for the new door. The scroll is your divine instruction. And the warning is this: do not tell the wrong person what heaven is doing for you. They will not understand. They will try to curse what God is trying to bless. You've been warned with love. You've been chosen with grace. And now you are being moved in silence. You are becoming the person you prayed to be. But first, you must allow the old version of you to be left behind. Let the old fears fall. Let the old pain weep. Let the old stories collapse like broken glass. You are not the version of you that tolerated abuse. You are not the version of you that begged to be loved. You are not the version of you that chased people who walked away. You are divine. And tonight the angels will remind you. Yes, beloved soul, let us go even deeper now, because what's coming in the next few moments is not just spiritual. It's eternal. It's part of the plan heaven made for you before your very first breath. And now, it's all beginning to unfold in front of you in the silence of this night. Archangel Michael just whispered something else. He said, "They have no idea what's waiting on the other side of this relocation. It's not just a blessing, it's a destiny. It's a revelation that will make their enemies speechless, but they must choose to believe before they see." And that, beloved, is why you are still reading, because your soul already knows something is happening. You can't explain it to your friends. You can't explain it to your family. But deep down, you just know something is ending and something is starting. And tonight, the angels will not allow this shift to pass you by. There is an invisible light forming around you. Heaven is building a hedge of protection around your thoughts, your heart, your path. Why? Because there is someone who is watching you. Someone who tried to ruin you once before. You may not even know their name. You may think the battle is over, but they've been trying to send spiritual interference. Michael said, "I caught them." And now the angels are reversing what they sent. Everything that was sent to delay you, every word, Every curse, every trap is being pulled up by the roots. The fire of heaven is falling on your behalf. The angels are cleansing the soil you're about to walk on. You will not enter this new chapter with old chains. But beloved, you have to let go of the last one. Even if it was comfortable, even if it was all you ever knew, comfort is not your confirmation. The shift you feel right now, that heaviness in your chest, that tingle in your spine, that odd mix of fear and excitement, is your spiritual GPS recalibrating. You're moving toward the coordinates of your true assignment, and nothing will feel familiar because nothing about your destiny is ordinary. Michael says, "Tell them I didn't come to comfort them. I came to carry them." And that's what's happening now. The angels are preparing your spirit for transport. You will begin to notice small things shift first. Words people speak to you will start to feel wrong. The places you once felt safe in will feel tight. Your old routines will feel like costumes that don't fit anymore. That's not your imagination. That's your spirit trying to breathe. Because the old version of you had limits, had doubts, had wounds so deep they became part of your identity. But the version that is rising, oh beloved, that version is untouchable because that version has been anointed. Michael says, "You have no idea what kind of power is inside you. You keep asking for signs, but you are the sign. You were born to shift atmospheres. And tonight, heaven is reclaiming your voice, your name, your future." Let me pause here and speak directly to your heart. You've cried so many times when no one was looking. You felt invisible, forgotten, like maybe the miracle skipped you, but it didn't. This is your miracle, not in money, not in fame, not in revenge. Your miracle is this moment, because this is when God takes your hand and whispers, "I never left you. I never stopped loving you, and I never forgot the promise I made to your soul. Even when you doubted me, even when you skipped messages like this one, I still came for you." Do you feel that warmth rising in your body right now? That's the holy presence. That's the angel standing right behind you. Don't be afraid. They've come to help. Your name was taken into a divine meeting 3 days ago. Michael spoke your name out loud and said, "This one still believes. Even after everything, they still believe." And heaven decided that's enough. It's time. No more waiting. No more delay. No more almost. Tonight, you step into the realm of actually healed, actually favored, actually protected, and yes, actually moved into the future that has been calling your name from the other side of this storm. But listen closely. The angel who is coming tonight will test your spirit. They won't come with thunder or lightning. They'll come softly in a moment when you are about to sleep or when you are alone and still. You might feel like someone is brushing your arm. You may hear a single word in your thoughts. Don't ignore it. That is your spiritual instruction. And when it comes, obey without delay. Michael says, "The ones who hesitate in this hour will remain stuck for another 11 months. But the ones who say yes immediately, oh, they will be catapulted." That's why this message isn't casual. That's why the title said it's only for you. Don't tell anyone, because not everyone can handle the truth about your elevation. Not everyone will celebrate your shift. Some will be jealous. Some will call it luck. Some will pretend they didn't notice. But heaven noticed, and Michael has made sure your name is written in golden ink tonight. So if you've ever wondered whether you were chosen, you are. If you've ever doubted whether your life matters, it does. And if you've ever begged for a sign, this is it. And if you're still here, subscribe to this channel now before the hour ends. You must stay connected to these messages. Heaven will continue to send instructions, but only through the channels it trusts. And this is one of them. Now, let me ask you one last thing before we go even deeper. Are you willing to let it all go? Are you ready to walk out of the house that caged your wings and step into the realm where angels whisper your name? If the answer is yes, then don't stop here. Then listen closely, because what I'm about to reveal next was kept hidden from you until now. Not because you weren't ready, but because heaven was still preparing the path ahead. And now that the path is clear, Archangel Michael says, tell them everything. Don't hold back. This is their final hour before the shift. Beloved, they tried to block this moment from reaching you. Yes, the people who wear smiles but hold secrets. The ones who act supportive but pray in silence for your downfall. They knew something divine was connected to your spirit, even when you didn't. And so they tried to delay you, distract you, pull you into fights that weren't even yours. But now everything changes. Tonight the veil lifts. The truth will come out. The energy around you is no longer the same. You'll feel people falling out of your life in strange ways. You won't even need to confront them. They'll simply drift. That's heaven removing what can't go with you. Don't try to chase what's walking away now. It's not rejection, it's redirection. Michael says they've suffered long enough. Now give them the vision. So here it is. In the spirit realm, your name is glowing. You've been scheduled for elevation. But this isn't like before. You're not just stepping into a better season. You're stepping into a divine role, a position that was made only for your soul. Others have tried to fill it, but heaven blocked them because it was yours all along. There's a home not made by human hands that's already being built around your next purpose. It's more than 4 walls. It's a frequency, a place where your thoughts won't be polluted, where your peace won't be attacked, where your gifts won't be questioned. The house of your next season is a spiritual sanctuary, and only those who are divinely aligned will be allowed near it. Archangel Michael says, their enemies will not even know where to find them. That's how powerful this shift is. You are about to become undetectable to the people and spirits who used to manipulate your peace. You're not just moving away from them, you're moving above them. They won't even be able to understand your energy anymore. It'll be like speaking a different language because you've outgrown the cycle, and cycles hate when you evolve. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Only takes 7 minutes, but the results feel like magic. This might sound a little strange, but there's a 7-minute sound I've been listening to every morning, and it's flipping my reality. Like waking up to a $700 refund I wasn't expecting, or getting random thank you payments from people I forgot I even helped. You can try the sound here before it disappears. The truth is, this sound is based on ancient vibrations found in hidden pyramid chambers. It's not about belief, it's about resonance. You don't even have to do anything. Just press play and let it wash over you. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. Click here to let the sound speak to your soul, but don't wait. This sound has been taken offline before. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. This is what Michael calls a divine disappearance. But here's something even more miraculous. God is not just removing you, God is reintroducing you. You are about to meet a version of yourself that was buried under years of pain, shame, fear, and silence. And when you do, you'll understand why nothing made sense before now. You'll look in the mirror and finally say, "That's me. That's who I've always been." Not broken, not forgotten, not small, not weak, but radiant, chosen, and dangerously divine. Michael says they won't recognize you, but that's the point. You weren't created to be understood by those who don't understand heaven. So don't go back to explain yourself. Don't water down your fire. Don't shrink when the blessing hits. Walk boldly and know that every tear, every delay, every lonely night was part of the blueprint. And now the builder is ready. There's a sound coming tonight. Some of you will hear it in your ears. Others will feel it in your bones. A soft ringing, a sudden silence, or even the echo of a name that makes your heart jump. When that happens, know this: the angel has arrived, and you must not speak. You must not doubt. You must simply receive. They will bring you a gift wrapped in light. Not physical, but divine. Some of you will dream of keys. Others will see golden doors. Some of you will feel lifted as if floating just before sleep. These are not dreams. These are memories from the spirit realm being activated again. You knew this was coming. That's why you've been so restless, so hungry for change, so emotional lately. Your soul has been hearing whispers from the future calling you home. Michael says, tell them they are not late, they are right on time, but they must open this fully. No more halfway faith. So here's what you must do before midnight. 1. Speak out loud. I receive the relocation heaven has for me. 2. Say your full name 3 times while touching your heart. 3. Whisper a promise to yourself that you will not sabotage what God is trying to give. And then let go. The shift doesn't require your effort, only your permission. You don't have to figure it all out tonight. You don't need the full map. You only need one thing: to say yes. Michael said it clearly. This is the final warning before the miracle moves on, and you don't want to be the one left behind wondering what could have happened if you had just believed. So believe now. Let this be the night heaven marks as your turning point. Let this be the moment where the chains fell off and the divine relocation began. Let this be the hour where God smiled and said, they finally received it. And beloved, if you've made it this far in the message, you've already been claimed. You've already been chosen. You're already being moved. And now you must let heaven finish what it started. Yes, beloved, let me guide you into the final and most sacred part of this divine message. Because what's coming now is not just a revelation, it's a release. a spiritual release of everything that has kept you caged, confused, delayed, and unloved. Archangel Michael says, "This is their hour of liberation. Speak every word as if heaven is watching, because it is." Tonight isn't just a night, it's a doorway. And once it closes, your soul won't be the same. You're not going back to how things were. You won't even recognize the person you were last week, because starting now, your life splits into two timelines. The one where you ignore this and stay stuck, and the one where you believe and get moved into something only God could design. Choose wisely. Michael has cleared the path, but it's your spirit that must take the step. Don't think too hard. Don't wait for another sign. This is the sign, and heaven doesn't repeat itself forever. You were born for a divine reason, and somewhere along the way, that reason got buried under heartbreak, distractions, fake friendships, and voices that told you to just be normal. But beloved, you were never meant to be normal. You were born with a flame in your spirit, a light the darkness has tried to dim over and over again. But guess what? The darkness failed because you're still here, still standing, still hoping, still listening. And that means your miracle is still alive. Michael says, tell them they didn't miss it. They think they are too late, but they are right on the edge of the miracle. I've been holding it back just long enough for this moment. That's why you've been kept up at night. That's why you've been seeing strange signs. That's why your name is being whispered by angels right now. Something in the spirit world is changing, something massive, and it has your name written all over it. God is going to place something in your hands soon. A message, a key, a connection, a conversation, a decision. It may seem small at first, but it's going to unlock a sequence that heaven has been designing for years. Yes, years. This isn't random. This is the release of everything you've been praying for, crying for, breaking for. You just didn't realize it would look like this. You didn't know your miracle would come wrapped in mystery, urgency, and divine timing. But now you do, and now you must walk into it. Archangel Michael says, "My beloved, this is the final scroll. You are the one. You are the chosen. If you open your soul fully, not only will you be protected, you will prosper. And not just spiritually, but emotionally, financially, and relationally." There are 3 blessings that will begin unfolding in your life after this night. 1, a sudden connection. Someone who will speak to your spirit like no one else ever has. It won't feel forced. You'll feel seen, known, and safe. 2, an unexpected release of provision, money, or help from a source you never saw coming. But it won't be luck, it will be divine reward. 3, a deep spiritual gift awakening. Your intuition, your visions, your ability to hear what others can't will be turned back on. You've had these gifts before, but they were shut down by fear or trauma or the wrong people. Not anymore. Michael says, we are restoring their spiritual sight, and this time no one will be able to take it away. But listen, there is still a final instruction. You must not announce what God is doing. This is not for public eyes. The more silent you stay during this shift, the faster it will manifest. There will be people who sense something is different about you. Don't explain, let them wonder. Their confusion is your protection. Heaven is covering you with divine camouflage so your enemies won't know where to strike. You are being hidden in plain sight, guarded in every step, moved in silence, blessed without warning. Because when your life changes, it won't make sense to anyone but you and God. Michael says, tell them when the miracle arrives. It will feel like déjà vu because they already dreamed it before they were born. Yes, you've seen this blessing before in your dreams, in flashes of emotion, in those moments where your soul cried for more, even if your mouth stayed silent. That's because your spirit remembered what heaven wrote. And now, it's time to return to that sacred path. So tonight, if you hear a sound or feel a presence or sense something calling you inward, don't be afraid. It's not a ghost. It's not your mind. It's the angel who came to move you. Michael himself may pass through your space. Some will see a flash of light. Others will dream of flying. Some will wake up with tears but not know why. It's because your soul will remember the moment it was finally free. Free from cycles, free from doubt, free from everything that was killing your destiny slowly. You are being reborn in real time, and from now on, nothing can stop what heaven started. Not your past, not your enemies, not even your own fear. God has decided, and the angels are in motion. You, beloved soul, have been chosen. This message, this moment, this relocation, it's not a coincidence. It's a divine appointment, and you showed up on time. Now close your eyes and say this softly to yourself. I am ready to be moved. I trust heaven. I receive the shift. I walk in faith. I protect the miracle. Then rest, because before the night is over, heaven is coming to your house. And everything will change. Yes, beloved, because your soul is not ready to stop yet. It's still hungry. It's still breathing in this divine frequency. And Archangel Michael is still here, watching you, praying over you, protecting you as the final seconds of this 45-minute window begin to disappear. You feel that quiet now, that stillness in the room around you. That's not ordinary silence. That is angelic stillness. The kind of peace that only comes when heaven is present in the atmosphere. Right now, your spirit is being sealed. That means the angels are marking your energy, cleansing the residue of old pain, and preparing your aura for something bigger than you've ever allowed yourself to imagine. Archangel Michael speaks again, softer now but firmer. You are not who you were yesterday. The chains broke when you said yes. The miracle activated the moment you believed. This is the most sacred version of you, and the world is not ready for what's coming next. This is the part most people never reach. This is the part they scroll away from. But not you. You stayed. You opened. You listened. And heaven saw that. So now you will receive something very few people do. You will receive clarity. Michael says this is the gift no one asks for but everyone needs. Clarity to see people for who they really are, to see paths for what they really lead to see your own heart without filters or fear. You'll start waking up and realizing who was truly sent to protect you and who was secretly sent to delay you. And when the truth comes, beloved, it won't hurt. It will free you. Because now you'll understand everything that left had to go, everything that broke had to break, and everything that stayed silent was protection in disguise. This is the hour of knowing. You'll stop needing signs because your inner knowing will scream louder than any doubt, and that's where your real power begins. Michael says, tell them they will become the very thing others pray to become, and that's why they'll be misunderstood, but that's also why they will be anointed. Your anointing is not loud. Your power doesn't need to shout. You shift rooms just by walking into them. You change lives just by being yourself. You break chains just by choosing love over fear. And that, beloved, is what hell was afraid of this whole time, that you would remember who you are, that you would say yes, that you would receive the relocation, that you would stop begging and start becoming. And now you have. This isn't just the end of a message. This is the beginning of a movement. The angels aren't leaving. They're staying close. They will follow you for the next 7 days. Watch for them in your dreams, in the quiet, in the moments when you're about to give up and suddenly feel peace instead of panic. That's them. That's heaven reminding you, we didn't bring you this far to let you fall. Michael will visit again. He always does when the final decision has been made. He won't knock. He'll arrive like a breath of light in your room. You'll know it's him because everything inside you will suddenly go silent, and your heart will feel like it's being held. Say nothing when he comes, just listen. Because when Archangel Michael speaks directly into your soul, every lie you ever believed about yourself will shatter. You are divine. You are protected. You are chosen. And from this night forward, nothing will ever be the same again. And this part, beloved, is the most sacred of all because now the 45-minute window is almost gone. We are down to the final spiritual seconds, and Archangel Michael is kneeling beside your name, hands folded, whispering something that only you were meant to hear. Please don't ignore this part. If they skip this now, everything they asked for will be delayed. But if they stay just a little longer, the next 7 days will change their entire life. So stay. Keep your soul wide open because these next words are soaked in divine light. Your name was nearly erased by the enemy. There were forces behind your back that tried to silence your future. People who smiled at you while plotting against you. Some were family, some were strangers, some were lovers. Some were people you trusted with your pain, but Michael stopped it. He stepped in, shielded your timeline, blocked the blade, rewrote the ending, because no one, not even darkness itself, can cancel what God created with love. You've been through so much, haven't you? You've walked through rooms filled with fake laughter. You've held yourself together in moments when you were spiritually collapsing. You've smiled when all you wanted was someone to see you. But heaven saw you, and now heaven is rewarding you. This next season of your life will not look like the last one. The people who are coming next will not manipulate your heart. The opportunities that appear next won't drain your soul. The voice inside your mind will no longer echo pain. It will echo peace. Michael says the miracle is not just about what they'll receive. It's about who they are finally becoming. You're becoming someone who doesn't chase but attracts. Someone who doesn't beg but commands with grace. Someone who doesn't explain but embodies divine truth. And you know what else? You're about to become unrecognizable to the version of you who almost gave up. This new you doesn't need validation. This new you doesn't wait for permission. This new you is in full alignment with the spiritual kingdom that sent you here. And from this moment on, no one can stop it, not even you, because God has already said it is done. So let me leave you with this final instruction, the final whisper from Archangel Michael before this message seals itself in heaven. Before you sleep tonight, put your hand over your chest. Close your eyes and say quietly, "Michael, I give permission. I'm ready to be moved. Thank you for fighting for me. Thank you for protecting my name. Thank you for reminding me who I am. I receive the miracle. I trust the shift. I surrender to the divine plan." And after that, say no more, because heaven already heard you. Let the angels do the rest. And one more thing, beloved, don't forget to subscribe to this channel before this scroll disappears. This is not just a video. It is your spiritual lifeline. It is how heaven will send the next message. If you don't stay connected, you'll miss the next instruction. And Michael warned, what's coming next will need your full attention. So subscribe now. Don't delay. Your name is already in the scroll. Don't walk away before the blessing touches your door. This is your moment. This is your hour. This is your divine relocation. And from this day forward, you are free. There's something else, something deeper that heaven has saved for the very end. It's this: you were never forgotten, not for a second, not in the middle of your heartbreak, not when you were praying and getting silence, not when the doors slammed in your face, not when the love disappeared, not when your heart broke in ways no one saw. You thought God wasn't listening, but God was gathering the evidence, gathering your tears, gathering every quiet cry into a scroll. And that scroll was handed to Archangel Michael the moment heaven decided enough is enough. That's when the relocation plan began. You didn't see it, but angels started clearing the way. One by one, your old blessings were closed, not to punish you, but to protect the path that had to be clean for what was coming. Yes, beloved, some of the losses you cried over were actually victories in disguise. The one who walked away was going to curse your next season. The door that never opened was hiding a trap dressed as an opportunity. The friendship that faded out of nowhere was secretly speaking against you in rooms you were never invited to. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. What happens when you press play for 7 minutes? Here's what's weird. I did this 7-minute sound ritual one morning before coffee, and later that day, a direct deposit I didn't expect, a random rebate check from a phone bill years ago. Want to see how it works? Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. Click here before it vanishes. This ritual isn't about hype. It's about alignment. It taps into an ancient resonance that's been hidden for centuries. Do it right after brushing your teeth and wait. That's it. Get the sound and start the shift now. You have 7 minutes tomorrow morning, don't you? My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. Archangel Michael was there through it all, watching, waiting, guarding your spirit while you blamed yourself for pain that heaven rescued you from. But now you see it. This whole time you were not being rejected, you were being redirected. And where you're going next, it's not just better, it's divine. You will walk into places you didn't even apply for. You will receive money you didn't expect. You will reconnect with someone from your past who sees you differently now because they had to grow before they could be trusted with you again. And most of all, you will wake up in the morning and feel light. No more dread, no more anxiety, no more "I hope today is better," because from now on it will be. Michael says the moment they opened this message, the war shifted. The darkness lost access, and heaven has locked the gates behind them. You're never going back to that spiritual prison. You're never going back to pretending you're okay. You're never going back to waiting on people who never saw your worth. Your worth is not up for discussion anymore. It is sealed. It is divine. It is eternal. And tonight, whether you are sitting in a quiet room or lying in your bed in the dark, something is changing inside of you forever. You'll feel it in your breath. You'll feel it in your body. You'll feel it in your sleep. You are lighter, freer, calmer because the spiritual chains are gone. Michael says, tell them the pain they thought would never end just ended. Now rest, beloved. You don't need to understand every step of what's coming next. You only need to trust that the next step will appear when your soul is ready to walk, and it will. Watch for the signs. The number 333, a sudden breeze indoors, flickering lights, hearing your name in a dream. These are confirmations. They are not tricks. They are not coincidences. They are sacred communication from the divine realm, reminding you that heaven is watching your every step and cheering you on. You are not alone. You never were, and now you never will be again. This is the final seal of the message. If your heart is still beating a little faster, if you feel something sacred pulsing through your chest, that's not just emotion. That's activation. The shift has begun. Now do one last thing. Whisper this softly out loud or in your heart. I am ready. I will not fear. I walk in divine timing. I honor this message. I protect this miracle. And it is done.